There is one God, said Ahab, who is Lord over this earth, and one captain who is Lord over this Pequod. On deck!
You are now in the house of St. John of Gauls with the number 166. Fear nothing. You are among friends.
That's what this place is.
Yeah.
That's what the setting is.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have to twist it like this. Yeah. So it's not like you're moving like that. You're nice and slowly twisting it around.
The club foot, the duck foot, the goose foot, the pigeon foot, the flat foot, the trench foot, and other curiosities. And I'll tell by the same token, for those kind enough to listen, in accordance with the system whose inventor I forget, of those instants when neither drugged nor drunk nor in ecstasy one feels nothing!
Death to Moby Dick. God hunt us all if we do not hunt Moby Dick to his death.
Again, like any of our shows, when you come back to it after a while, it has grown somehow in some compartment of the mind, and it's also exciting to have been working with Cleek Shry on fiddle. You know, he's a different presence, he's a different character, and he brings another quality to it.
Now they have to harpoon the whale. Back in those days they did it manually, and they did it with one of these gadgets. Here's a harpoon, and when it goes in, then they pull it back so they can tow the whale to this vessel here. This is where they're going to process it.
As we came alongside, Stowe sent his lance deep into the fish's belly, and he churned it about within. Gush after gush of clotted red gore shot into the frightened air and came dripping down the motionless whale into the sea. His heart had burst.
For me, it was a revelation the first time I saw him. I never cared much about Beckett. I didn't really get it. And it's sort of like through watching Connor perform, I get it.
Unfortunately, she was not the first naked woman to cross my path, so I could stay. I knew she would not explode. Will you not undress? She said. Oh, you know, I said, I seldom undress.
We had great privilege of including Brian O'Doherty's installation Hello Sam which was retitled for the theatre productions both in London and in Boston to Hello Sam Redux 2016.
I've always enjoyed collaborating with theatre and dance and other performance types, partly for that reason, because it inspires me to express myself differently, to express myself full stop. Quite often as a classical player, we're not really encouraged to express ourselves, or it's forgotten a little bit, it's low down in the mix, and I think that's crucial.
I feel like the show gives me an opportunity to play in a way that I really like to play. Actually, some of the Beckett text, which refers to sound, is a really nice provocation for a certain type of improvisation. Like particularly Connor's monologue about like squeals and howls.
And I think it is particularly interesting when you encounter a piece of work that kind of defies categorization.
We thank you both very much, and Carl indeed. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Just to say, very, very happy to be here in Boston, but very especially happy to be here on Rob Orchard's Day in Boston.
So those are really interesting dynamics, I think, that are happening. On stage you can be in a kind of a singular moment within your process or within the delivery, and then you can have collective moments as a theatre group or ensemble, and the same is happening in the audience. And I think to always be conscious of that as a performer is really important.
Increasingly, we're sort of just trusting the audience, and increasingly we're finding the reaction from the audience it really moved me. I really got something out of it.